All right, congratulations. You and your son just finished a 24-week math program, and we just had his graduation. So would you mind sharing what you did the partner program, which
Right.
half the training was done by you and half was done by an in-center training. What was that experience like for you and your son?
It was, at first I thought it was going to be, I was a little nervous about it. My husband wasn't able to do it, and I was hoping he could, but it was a little bit of a learning curve at first, but I felt like it was really laid out. I was given a website that I could go to and watch people actually training other students, and that helped me, to be able to know what to do. And the manual was laid out really well, so I would take that manual and go back for training with Joshua for maybe half hour
Each week, right?
Each session. And I learned a lot just watching the trainer, and then they'd have me do some things, and they could kind of give me some feedback and help me know, okay, do this a little faster or do this a little differently, or hey, you're doing great, and that helped me a lot.
Yeah, and then you go home and you do 3 hours of training, and as a homeschooler, your life is already set up for those time slots, right?
I received a pamphlet that kind of gave me some pointers on how to set up the home training, things to do, things to be sure to do, things maybe not to do, and that was helpful. I followed that to the T, and I also tried to follow to the T the time frames that I was supposed to use. And
sure.
Joshua
and report back.
And report back, and I wrote a few things down and kept in touch with the trainer.
Yeah.
It was pretty open and go.
And in terms of the difference in homeschooling your child versus brain training your child, is there a nugget there for our other homeschool families?
Well, I just think the program was organized, so I was able to fall right into it, but you do have to be really diligent. That probably is the main thing, is just to be sure to do what you should do. And I don't think it's the rocket science that anybody couldn't jump in there if they were really motivated and did a little bit of study. And followed along with what the trainer said to do.
Great. And so fast forward 6.5, 7 months, what's different? What has improved?
Well, definitely, right off the bat, the math scores have improved. That was the first indicator for us. He was having a hard time with some math.
Yeah.
And so, when we brought him in,
that's what you wanted to focus on.
A big thing that we've seen improved. Also, just in conversation, we feel like he's more tuned in, and instead of being a watcher, he's a little bit more of a participator. Okay. And I always knew it was there. I knew his thoughts. I knew he had thoughts, but just articulating them sometimes was more difficult for him. So it's more
clear, it's organized.
Right. His thoughts are more organized. His activities are more organized. He behaves in a more logical and organized fashion. And in his schoolwork and in just around the house and in different activities that he has. So
and
I think
you could tell it's confident.
Really,
in the graduation.
Grown. Yep, really has grown. So we're very pleased.
That's great. Well, keep us in the loop, and we look forward to hearing about more improvements.
Absolutely.
Thank you.